oscillator strength per centimeter square will be very small. That is, people take 3, 4, for example, Weissbush. You also use maybe 4 quantum wells, so on. In that, I don't know how you can avoid. Okay.
I can explain later.
Yes.
But what I can say that the threshold is exactly the same. It's independent on the number of quantum wells in the microcavity.
Okay, any more questions? Yes, please.
Thank you for your beautiful talk. I have a question concerning semantics. Would you call the P-band in cadmium sulfide also a polariton laser?
Sorry, deep band?
The P-band in cadmium sulfide, where 2 exciton-like polaritons scatter, giving 1 electron hole pair in a higher state, and a photon-like polariton, would you call this also a polariton laser?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. It's the same basic mechanism.
The same mechanism, would you also call it a Bose-Einstein condensation?
No.
No. Why not?
Because you cannot define a ground state of the system.
So, any more questions? Yes, please. You have microphone over there, so you can use it. Yeah.
A follow-up to that semantic question. So you said you wouldn't call such a polariton laser a Bose-Einstein condensation because of the lack of a ground state. But a lower polariton isn't a ground state either. It's still an excited state of the whole system. It still only has a 2 picosecond lifetime. So what's really the difference between a polariton laser and a Bose-Einstein condensate?
I would say that for condensation, this is
at City College of New York, in collaboration also with a group of Claire Gamachel at Princeton. The outline of my talk is the following. First, I will describe the quantum cascade concept as a form of introduction and motivation, and then talk about our 2.6 MBE growth. Then I will talk about the conduction band offset measurements that we had to do in order to really seriously consider this application. Then our results, intersubband absorption measurements in various heterostructures of these materials, quantum wells, and our actual quantum cascade emitter design and demonstration. And this is where the Princeton group is really a very important part of this collaboration. And then a little bit about new directions. So as the previous speaker already introduced, quantum cascade laser is a device that relies on intersubband transitions. And intersubband transitions are transitions within the levels of one of the bands, as opposed to the more conventional band-to-band transitions that we rely on for most devices. So typically we consider the conduction band, and of course to really model these kinds of transitions, it's very important. We showed that zinc, cadmium, magnesium selenide cladding layers could help to obtain the optical confinement needed for lasing. And so what we're working on now is, of course, we're trying desperately to demonstrate lasing, even in the samples we've grown so far, and in slightly improved structures. To do that, we think the waveguide is the key, optimizing that and making it of the right thicknesses. In order to achieve, to better model the samples, we believe that fine-tuning the conduction band offset and the other modeling parameters would be very helpful, so we have an effort on that. We need to investigate structures for shorter wavelengths, and there are several options, including what I described as the strain layer. And this, which is really hard to read here, is something that I didn't talk about. We are exploring the use of regrowth of 3,5 material on top as at Princeton and the funding agencies. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we still have time for 2 or 3 questions. Please, comments? Yeah, please.
There's a question. So actually,
Please keep some.
you have very extended plans. When are you going to get the first the device working?
Laser, we are trying very hard. I had hoped to be able to show lasing by this conference, but we were very encouraged with our these results of electroluminescence are really very recent. We just got our electroluminescence less than a year ago. So, you know, we're not late yet.
What is the main reason preventing you to get the real generation? Waveguide or something?
We have not.
Because waveguide doesn't look as very
Not so
difficult
complicated.
problem. I don't understand actually.
Correct. No, you're right. It's simply time. It's simply that we started out without worrying about that. There was a lot of skepticism among the quantum cascade community that the 2,6 materials, especially these quaternaries and ternaries, would even, you know, tunnel, whether they would show. So we had to demonstrate that electroluminescence was possible. And now, like you say, the waveguide is not a big problem. There is technology around, and even our very preliminary results show that it's not going to be.
Okay, last short question.
Is it important to grow indium gallium arsenide instead of indium phosphide buffer layer on
No, I don't think it matters. In fact, we could grow indium phosphide. We don't have phosphorus in our 3,5 chamber, but that would simplify things, of course, because indium gallium arsenide has to be lattice matched and so on and so forth. So indium phosphide, and we did some early work. We used an indium phosphide source for phosphorus, and we're able to grow thin layers of indium phosphide, and we're able to grow high quality material on that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's thank the speaker again. And now we are coming from such sophisticated MBE grown structures to bulk crystals. And the paper is on room temperature tunable mid-infrared lasers on transition metal doped 2,6 compound crystals grown from a vapor phase. It will be presented by Dr. Kozlovsky from the Lebedev Institute of Physics of the Russian Academy of Science in Moscow in cooperation with the Moscow Institute.
Я не знаю, как.